And we're also going to show you how we can easily automate field service with appointment bookings, right? Gone are the days when your provider or someone told you that they'd be at your address on this day between 9 and 5 and then you had to be home in the day. That's not a great customer experience.
You're going to do that all in 8 minutes or less, aren't you?
I've actually got 6 minutes, so I better hurry up. So here's Sam's mobile application. He goes to the self-help portal that now Telco provides. And one of the first things that happens once this loads is it'll gather data, understand who I am, where I'm coming from. And what it's done, it's detected that I'm actually connecting to this service off my 4G connection. So it's prompting me to start the resolution process. Now, as I mentioned, telcos and other service providers, obviously they deal with IoT technology. There's no reason why they couldn't do things like line connection tests and actually offer them to you as a self-service interaction. Doing things like checking for outages and leveraging the power of workflow to make all of this happen. Right? At the end of the day, we may not be able to find out what the root cause of this particular issue is, but we can offer the customer some self-service diagnostic and troubleshooting steps to help them along that process. So one of the first things I talked about was making sure that you restart your modem and router, right? So we can provide that guidance to the customer and get them to go through that process. We may need to understand the device type that they have because that determines the next steps involved in the troubleshooting process. We may want to make sure that LEDs on the device are all working correctly. And finally, plug in your loose cables. So at the end of the day, we're still going to have issues and we're not able to diagnose this. So you can see in the space of a couple of minutes, we've been able to go through, run self-service diagnostics where we would have still been on the phone with a support team waiting on hold. So the next part of the demonstration is we're actually going to empower the customer to be able to select an appointment date and time for a technician to come out and see them. So we'll pick the 6th of March at 2 p.m. and we'll go ahead and book that appointment. Now, we know the customer's location, we know where their service is being delivered from, right, or to their house. We can see, what appointment they've selected, and we can easily match up the customer with the technician because we've got the technician's calendar in the system as well. So we're really just connecting front office as well as field operations directly without the need for any human intervention, right? So really, really powerful stuff. We can provide a calendar file so they can add it to their calendar, and then they can rate their experience, capture voice of customer, and provide feedback. And we could use voice as a channel. So that was really easy, a great experience. And then we can complete that journey, right? So what we've done is we've done all this without any human intervention. There's been no one at the service provider end that's been involved. The customer's been able to do this all in their own time and able to get to a seamless outcome, right? And the next part of the story that we're going to run through is the field worker's journey or field service experience. Now, I showed the mobile appointment booking side of things, and that was all delivered on the service portal. Appointment bookings could be leveraged for any scenario. It could be having a mobile banker to come out and see you. It could be for things like hairdresser appointments where they come and see you. Any other scenario where there's a requirement for a location and a time-based service. And this is all then empowered for the mobile worker on the new Servicenow mobile application. And that's got full offline support, obviously full security, et cetera, et cetera. So this is now our technician's schedule and list of work that he has going on. So it's very simple swipe left and swipe right actions that we're all used to. So we've got a number of different tasks that we need to complete. We can see this on a view like this or on a task-based view. So we can see the specific location of each job. We'll just wait for that to refresh. And we can see and flip through each of those screens and see the location of those jobs change. We can also do things like optimize the route for the worker to make sure that they get to where they need to get to in the quickest amount of time. So we've just been assigned this particular piece of work, and one of the first things we can do is obviously see that on a map view, and we can use that map function